John, making a plate of limestone is an intriguing process, especially when you consider how this material has been prized throughout history for construction, art, and decoration. It's a process that melds the slow, natural geological formation of limestone with human ingenuity and craftsmanship.
Mary, absolutely. Limestone itself is a sedimentary rock, which means it's formed over millions of years from the accumulation of sediment, primarily the remains of marine organisms like coral, shells, and other debris. Over time, these sediments are buried under more layers of sediment, and the pressure from the overlying materials causes the particles to compact and cement together. This process, known as lithification, eventually hardens the sediment into solid rock. The limestone we use today is typically quarried from deposits that formed during ancient geological periods, like the Jurassic or Cretaceous.
John, that's right. And the story of limestone doesn't end with its formation underground. The journey from raw limestone in the earth to a finished plate in someone's home or a grand building involves several carefully orchestrated steps. The first of these steps is the extraction of the limestone from the earth. This is typically done in a quarry, where large blocks of limestone are cut out of the ground using methods like drilling, blasting, or cutting with diamond wire saws.
Mary, once the limestone blocks are extracted from the quarry, they're transported to a processing facility where they're cut down into more manageable sizes. The quarrying process itself is quite fascinating. In many modern operations, the use of precision technology like laser-guided saws and water jet cutters ensures that the blocks are cut with minimal waste. This technology not only makes the extraction process more efficient but also helps in preserving the quality of the stone.
John, exactly. And after these massive blocks are extracted, they're hauled to a processing facility where the transformation from raw stone to refined material begins. The blocks are first cut into slabs of a uniform thickness, usually ranging from 2 to 3 centimeters, though this can vary depending on the intended use. This cutting process is typically done with gang saws or block cutters, which are machines equipped with multiple blades or wires that can slice through the stone. The precision of these cuts is crucial because it ensures that each slab has a consistent thickness and smooth surface, which is essential for the next stages of processing.
Mary, once the slabs are cut, the next step is polishing. Polishing is an important process because it not only enhances the aesthetic appeal of the limestone by bringing out its natural colors and patterns, but also gives it a smooth, reflective surface that's both functional and visually appealing. The polishing process involves using a series of abrasive pads or discs that gradually smooth out the surface of the stone. This process starts with coarser abrasives to remove any roughness or saw marks, and then moves to finer abrasives that bring the surface to a high shine.
John, the polishing process can be quite meticulous, especially for high-end applications where the quality of the finish is paramount. Skilled workers, often with years of experience, carefully monitor the polishing process to ensure that the final product meets the desired specifications. The goal is to achieve a surface that is not only smooth and reflective, but also free of imperfections like scratches or dull spots.
Mary, indeed. And in some cases, the limestone may not be polished to a high gloss, depending on its intended use. For example, in applications where slip resistance is important, such as flooring in wet areas, the limestone might be honed instead of polished. Honing leaves the stone with a matte finish that's less slippery than a polished surface. This is achieved by stopping the polishing process before the finest abrasives are used, resulting in a smooth but non-reflective surface.
John, another interesting finishing option is sandblasting, which gives the limestone a textured surface. Sandblasting involves blasting the surface of the limestone with a high-pressure stream of sand or other abrasive materials. This process creates a roughened texture that can be both functional and decorative. Sandblasting can be used to create a variety of textures, from a subtle matte finish to a more rugged, natural look. This technique is often used for exterior applications where a non-slip surface is desirable or where a more rustic appearance is preferred.
Mary, after the slabs are polished, honed, or textured, they're ready to be shaped into their final form. This might involve cutting the slabs into specific dimensions, creating custom shapes, or even carving intricate patterns depending on the design requirements. The shaping process is done with precision tools that can carve out the desired form without damaging the limestone. For decorative purposes, such as a tabletop or a wall panel, the limestone slabs might be shaped into more complex forms, with detailed edges or patterns etched into the surface.
John, the craftsmanship involved in shaping limestone is really impressive. For centuries, artisans have been using their skills to create everything from simple floor tiles to elaborate sculptures and architectural details. The tools and techniques have evolved over time, but the basic principles remain the same. It's about working with the natural properties of the stone to bring out its beauty and functionality.
Mary, and once the limestone plates are shaped, they may be mounted onto a backing material for added strength and stability, especially if they're going to be used in larger installations. This is particularly important for plates that will be installed vertically, such as on walls or as cladding on buildings. The backing material is usually a lightweight, rigid substance like plywood or aluminum, which is adhered to the back of the limestone with strong bonding agents. This not only provides additional support but also makes the installation process easier.
John, for outdoor applications, such as in landscaping or on building facades, the limestone plates might also be treated with a sealant to protect them from weathering. Limestone is a porous material, which means it can absorb moisture, leading to staining, erosion, and other forms of damage over time. Applying a sealant helps to prevent moisture penetration, which can cause the limestone to deteriorate. The sealant also enhances the color of the limestone, making it more vibrant and less prone to fading in sunlight.
Mary, when it comes to installation, the method depends on the size and application of the limestone plate. For large plates used in construction, they're often set in place using mortar or adhesive and may be anchored to the structure with mechanical fasteners. Smaller decorative plates might be mounted using screws, clips, or other hardware that allows for easy installation. In high-end architectural projects, the limestone plates are often custom-made to fit specific design specifications. This can involve detailed measurements and coordination between the quarry, the processing facility, and the installation team to ensure that each plate fits perfectly into its intended space.
John, and let's not forget about the quality control that happens throughout the process. Every stage, from the quarrying of the limestone to the final installation, involves rigorous quality checks to ensure that the material meets the required standards. This includes checking for visual defects like cracks, chips, or color inconsistencies, as well as testing the mechanical properties of the stone, such as its strength and durability.
Mary, that's a critical aspect. Limestone is a natural material, so there's always some variation in color, texture, and even structural integrity. Quality control helps to ensure that these variations are within acceptable limits and that the final product is both beautiful and functional. Advanced techniques like laser scanning and automated inspection systems are often used to detect and measure defects with high precision.
John, the entire process of making a limestone plate, from extracting the raw material to installing the finished product, is a testament to human ingenuity and craftsmanship. It's a blend of ancient techniques and modern technology, all working together to transform a simple material into something that's both functional and beautiful. Whether it's used in a grand building, a piece of art, or a simple countertop, limestone has a timeless appeal that continues to make it a popular choice for designers and builders around the world.
Mary, absolutely. Limestone has been used in construction and decoration for thousands of years, and it continues to be valued for its beauty, durability, and versatility. And the process of making a limestone plate is just one part of the story, but it's a fascinating one that highlights the combination of natural processes and human skill that goes into creating something that can be used and appreciated for generations.
John, it's amazing to think that the limestone we use today might have started forming millions of years ago at the bottom of an ancient sea. And now, after being carefully extracted, processed, and crafted, it's ready to become part of someone's home or a landmark building. The journey from the earth to the finished product is a long one, but it's one that results in something truly special.
Mary, and it's a journey that's been made possible by advancements in technology and techniques, but also by the skill and dedication of the people who work with this material every day. From the quarry workers who extract the raw stone, to the craftsmen who shape and polish it, to the installers who carefully set it in place, each step of the process requires expertise and care. The result is a material that not only serves a practical purpose but also adds beauty and character to the spaces where it's used.